Hello, Joao Moba from the House of Success. So we continue in this series on personality formation because this is what the world needs today. The world needs personalities, people that live above their own needs, right? People that live for their own shelters, people that just want to live in their comfort zone, but people that want to take responsibility for society, to have a positive impact and to create a better world in which they want the nation and the next generation to live. So you and me, we see now that personality are not just born like that. We all have the potential to be personality. That's why we can form that and we can release that today. So we will be talking now on the activities of the personality. In the previous video, we discussed about the qualities of the personality. With these qualities now, there are certain things that you can start to do concretely, to release this personality. Now, what are the activities of the personality? You have to know that the personality is not there necessarily for its own interest. So, a personality is someone that will defend the oppressed. This personality might not be himself the oppressed one, but this is someone who, like we say, has the ability to see, right? To respond and to act with boldness. Okay, now, this personality will defend the oppressed, will defend the wicked. It means that the personality will fight for four main things. Number one, for justice. What is justice? When we speak of justice in the country, for example, it means there is a law. There are right laws, okay? And these laws has to be applied to each one. For example, some people, not because they have certain status or advantages or coming from certain region, should be free from certain laws. A law means everyone has to follow that, right? Otherwise, everyone needs to be punished equally, right? If we don't respect this law, right? So the personality will defend justice. For example, they don't want just that the rich is not punished and only the poor, because it cannot bribe people. A personality will not lack for that. For example, if we want to fight for these kind of things, it can be also justice in other field, and the personality will also fight for what we call equity. What's equity? It's about fairness, right? That people should receive the same advantages when they have almost the same conditions, right? For example, there are people that might be advantages, disadvantages, because maybe they have an handicap, right? And for a long time, maybe it was not considered in the country. Now, as we consider that, we also have to consider how we can make things so that these people, for example, that have some handicap, have almost the same chance to raise them, with systems that we can put in place. So the personality, they will defend equity, in different fields, in the education, in family, in welfare. It depends on what you will identify as your domain of action, right? As we say, of passion. A personality will also defend, righteousness. It means right living in the country. We don't want some people killing over for nothing, right? Or people stealing things and the other people are suffering. For example, can you imagine there is money that is laid a budget to build hospitals, and the money is stealed by some people, and hospitals are not built, and people are dying because of sickness. So a personality will not be happy with this kind of situation, for example. And the personality will defend the truth. Not that lies are communicated all around, so that people are disinformed, people are manipulated. The personality will not like this stuff like that. For example, for me, I'm in the field of art technology. I don't want that some region because they have some technology, maybe in weapons or maybe in the medical, they will leave certain advantages in other countries might not have access to these technologies, and these are the kind of things that will raise personality. That some people have access also to education so that they can also create their own technologies, for example, that are useful for their region. So this is it. You can be a personality. So start to live these activities. Start to act according to defending the weak, the weak, defending justice, righteousness, right, equity, and then you release the personality that you have. Thank you.